So, I've been sleeping in what feels like the inside of a slug.
It's a part-time job for me, and then my other job is I'm the mayor of the city of Fort.
You are?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the road that I went up to is right next to a correction center. This is Walk America, YouTube's third most riveting series about walking across the country. Now you might say, third? Are there even that many series covering that topic? No, there aren't. Also, don't mind me. There have been studies. The back of a Prius in a rural Texan cemetery is the best recording studio you can get. Today's video covers day 82, where I continue on my way down the north shore of Washington's Olympic Peninsula towards Seattle, in my eventual bid to make it to Maine. After me and my brother had paid Miss Patty for the privilege of sleeping here, I was pretty sure I could get back to Clallam Bay by that night. I think I can make it back to Clallam Bay by tonight. It's a small town at the end of the long and lonely road I took out to Cape Alava. I had already walked this in and out road to get to the Cape and complete the first leg of the journey, but there were still chances to meet the locals and hear their recommendations and surprising side hustles. My friend Mike owns some of these old homesteader properties around here from the 1890s. He recommends I visit New Zealand. You like this area though?
I do.
What's the draw? Just the nature part of it, or the people, or?
The people. I love the people. So this is a part-time job for me, and then my other job is I'm the mayor of the city of Fort. It keeps me busy.
You are?
Yeah. Yeah, you never know who you meet out here, right?
You never do. When you're trying to walk across the country, one of the biggest things you have to worry about is making sure you're really good at exchanging your time and energy for miles covered. Because as I eloquently elaborated, found out early on, if you don't just keep moving, you just don't go anywhere. The relationship between movement and distance attained is just so fixed together. But eventually you do need to worry about some quality of life issues, trading precious daylight hours you could be walking for things you've been putting off. So, I've been sleeping in what feels like the inside of a slug for about a week and a half now. I'm drying it out while I eat lunch, really hoping that makes a difference tonight. It feels so good right now. Oh, excited to see if that makes a big difference tonight. Boom. One of the pros about walking, which everyone knows is great for physical and mental health, is how grateful it makes you. I would like to formally thank the government of the United States for installing these little rail guard thingamajiggies that I almost always use as a bench slash seat slash place to eat. Finally, after 21 miles or so, I made it off of the long, cell service free road and joined back up with my brother, who found out it's not so easy to carry everything you need to survive for a year and a half over a hill and dale as we pass by the Strait of Juan de Fuca. My brother's been walking with me. I'll let him have a go at the cart. The cart is definitely dictating how fast he's going. This version of the cart doesn't have a braking system, so it's just all on you and your knees. I'm walking like I usually walk, but it's hard for him to stop. We passed the small village of Seiku, not sure if that's how it's pronounced, and took in some of the beauty of the evening. Dallin happened to join me on probably like one of the top 10 prettiest days slash locations. The purple flowers, the sandy islands, the foggy coast across the way to Canada, the strait, the purple clouds, sunset. I continued rambling for a while, but I'll spare you the details and allow you to simply enjoy a little of the beauty unnarrated. After giving him a half dozen miles or so to learn the ropes, I asked him the question if he'd been officially converted to the lifestyle. So Dallin, people that have pushed the cart is a pretty exclusive club. How does it feel?
I'm gonna say it's better downhill than uphill, that's for sure.
Has it made you want to start your own cross-country journey?
You know, I think
Fair enough.
hey, let's just say you keep walking, I'll drive your car.
Live in my
Great
house.
deal.
Eventually, my brother had to head back home to Utah, mumbling something about jobs, responsibilities, taxes. I continued until I finally sleuthed out a place I figured no one would mind my using as a dormitory for the evening. It wasn't exactly ideal. 9:13, found my spot. Got 27.52 miles in. It was nice to have somebody to chat with about things, and this road I've found is sort of a good spot to sequester myself, as is in my oft-mentioned rules of how to camp in the middle of nowhere. Unfortunately, the road that I went up to is right next to a correction center, which isn't like super comforting. Statistically speaking, I'll probably be fine. Until tomorrow. This journey was legitimately difficult, but it was a tremendous opportunity to learn about others and be inspired by the stories of the areas you might not hear if you were moving faster.
Just when they remain a community and disagree with each other, but when the important times, when there's a need, they come together and outdo themselves.
Additionally, it was a great chance to reflect on what matters most and learn to practice patience, as well as delayed gratification. I'm getting pretty tired. I'm trying hard to just appreciate the beauty for what it is. It's a balancing act, so you just kind of feel isolated, so everything has its value. It's been a good day in that respect. Got to meet Mike and learn a little bit about his life, what he cares about and what he's done and what he thinks matters. If you're still here, wow, thank you. I would be positively tickled if you'd subscribe. And even more so if you were to wire me $10,000 cash, Canadian or US. I'm not picky. Or you could just subscribe for free. Honestly, either of those two options are great. See you guys next time. Thanks, friends.